Good morning. Coffee with Andy and Tracy. I was looking at some cartoon animation stuff last night. I'm gonna have to do one just for me and then one for when videos when she's in with.
Like a special guest appearance?
You're not a special guest if you're with me most all the time.
I'm a special guest if I get my ass out of the bed when we do your morning coffee.
Oh, I wanted to get an early start this morning, and sunrise was at about, it's happening right now, we just can't see it. First light was...
Move your big old head.
What?
Go that way. Go, move your body and they can see the sunrise. Well, it's not really the sunrise, it's just the like...
They can see behind me.
I guess the sun set back there yesterday, but there's such a glow.
I thought you were talking about looking at the billboard behind us. So I was like, man, my head's not that big,
like,
is it?
Show them the beauty, not you.
It is the beauty. We had a good day yesterday. We had winds on our nose.
We froze to death.
We didn't get beat up.
Okay. Well, only the once coming across that sound.
And it wasn't nearly as bad as it had been a few days earlier.
No. But I'm not a fan of these North Carolina shallow, broad. It's the broad, not deep sound. All right, are we trusting this bridge? This one says 64 here.
This might be our undoing caught on tape.
Oh, God, I hope.
Except for I just showed my age because nothing's on tape anymore. It's all digital. Even the stuff that's on tape is digital.
Sorry, I have a deep mistrust of bridges.
This bridge shows 64 feet on the boards. We're supposed to be 62 and a half.
Oh, that thingy behind us.
It's okay.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't know how we're not touching that.
And we're clear!
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so we just got into the Pungo Alligator...
Oh, wait, I'm going to pop that light. Okay,
Missed
we're
it.
Good.
Talk about going dead center, though. At the center of every bridge on the ICW is a little light that hangs down, a little hangy ball. Think of it as a uvula. The bridge uvula. I should probably coin that. Everything good?
Yeah.
The dinghy looks good.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what that sound is.
Can you make a check?
Yeah.
I'll go check.
It may just be that we were revved up much higher on that side than the other. It was like a vibration, it stopped. You good?
Dinghy looks good. We're
All right.
spitting water. We're all good.
Yeah. Anybody needs a dinghy, we got an extra.
It's a butte, too. It's a butte!
So I realized, like 3 nights ago that the dinghy ad was posted in Charleston, West Virginia, not Charleston, South Carolina. Which would be why we barely had any hits on it. People in West Virginia were probably like, I don't need no more dinghies, man. I got my kid. Have you met my son?
Not that we're bashing West Virginia.
No, not at all. But how would somebody in West Virginia even know what a dinghy is?
Right.
Right?
So we're going into the...
An inflatable. Oh, never mind. It can't just go so many places.
Wow, that thing's loud.
I'm sorry, I think we made him mad.
Why are the littlest birds the loudest? Oh, wow, there's a whole flock of them.
That's a whole flock of wawas.
There's like 100 of them there.
If anybody knows who said that.
A whole flock of wawas.
Oh, it's a whole flock of wawas.
Pungo Alligator River Canal, which is 23 miles long. It's a straight line, hand dug.
And no navigation marks, except the crab pots that line the way over here.
Well, at least Stevie Wonder didn't place the crab pots. So we had a good day yesterday. Didn't get beat up too bad. There's no current, and
Which might work against us because we're trying to get to prime rib and Coinjock.
We are getting to prime rib and Coinjock. They close at 9:30.
Yeah, but will they have any prime rib left?
I'll be calling ahead in a little while.
Okay, we're getting better on our time here.
Okay. And most of the Outer Banks Sonny Murphy, one of my friends from men's breakfast church group at Praise the Lord Barbecue, commented one time about how he didn't expect to see so many tides that we saw in Charleston because he grew up near the Outer Banks. I had no clue that all the Outer Banks is sea level. There's water that can come in from every direction, so there is no real tidal surge here. We're going up this man-dug canal.
What is that? Is that land?
Back to our regularly scheduled program here. We've got depth. We're good. I think that was a beaver dam. So there is no real tidal difference up down here. We did,
but there is a hell of a current.
Not where we were last
No,
night.
no, no, no. But when you're out closer, like
When you're out closer, yes.
you're approaching an inlet, and then you're leaving the inlet. You're approaching the next one, and it's all going to the same place. But there is a current running
Somewhere.
inside. Yeah.
I got asked a question late last night by Brian O'Hearn on the chat group, and it was good questions. What have we learned in the last 30 to 45 days that we didn't learn in our sailing classes?
That we're heading the wrong way. I mean, we are going. Well, we're going. Well, if you trust that, we're heading due east right now.
We are heading due east right now.
Okay. But normally we're heading due west. I can handle east because that means
we're
heading
heading
to the
north
beach.
into the cold. But it's going to be a warmer day. It's going to be 79. It was 55 yesterday, and I protested wearing shoes.
3 layers. He protested wearing shoes. He had on shorts and a t-shirt. I've got on 4 layers. A heavy blanket that we shouldn't even have on the boat. 2 hats.
Is there a second hat in there?
No, not today.
There was a second hat yesterday?
Sometimes. Yeah, I had my hat and my hoodie on.
We've learned a lot of things. Anchoring. You learn how to anchor in your classes, but you don't learn the nuances. I think 200 more anchorings, 2,000 more anchorings, we'll be good at it.
Well, I think every boat's different.
And every place is different.
Monohull's different than a catamaran, and like I think what happens with us is just pulling the bridle up chain pulls us. Then you get overridden, and you have to let it settle, and you just have to be. We'll get good at it when we can see inside of the water.
Probably, and I'm being a lot more aggressive about putting out a lot more chain too. Probably way more scope than I need to, but I'd rather have weight on the ground tackle down than ground tackle up and be swinging. So we learned a lot about anchoring. We learned a lot about intercoastal navigation.
Ooh, see, that just said 6:22 p.m.
We're only doing 2,300 revolutions.
That's all we need to be doing. Y'all should see the herons. I mean, they're everywhere. Look. You see them all?
That one is huge.
Yeah, they're all huge.
The first.
How does that land in a tree?
I don't know. Because its wingspan is 5.5 feet.
Is this whole canal 12 feet deep? Like,
I think so.
okay.
The chart says it's 12 foot from here to Norfolk.
Norfolk. Well, the chart says a lot of things.
So the first week, we kind of approached it like an RV. Like, when you get tired for the night, you pull over and you go to sleep.
Pull over and ask for directions.
And we quickly learned that there's not always a place to pull over and drop anchor. So when we start off every morning now, we've got 2, 3, 4 different backups of places that we can anchor along our route depending on how we make headway and how the day goes. This is a whole lot wider than I expected, but I still would not have wanted to anchor.
No, but I could have done this at night last night. I didn't realize it was going to be this wide.
We could have definitely shot up through here, but we wouldn't have had the evening we had last night.
It was very nice.
It was beautiful right until it got dark and there were no mosquitoes outside.
I think we had a mosquito hatch in our boat.
A mosquito hatch in our boat.
Like, there weren't outside. I think one mosquito touched me during dinner. Remember, I was like, oh, but maybe it's a hair.
Right.
And then we went inside. There were mosquitoes absolutely everywhere. So we either had a mosquito hatch in a drain or something into the boat, or they knew exactly how to go in the window.
Well, we had the door open for a while. It was warm inside, so they went inside where it was warm.
I mean, there's like blood on my wall. I need to go clean that off down in our room.
Probably don't want to go down there with the black light right now. Not for that reason.
No.
Beautiful day. The sunrise is shaping up to be gorgeous, kind of in front of us now that it's peeking up from behind the trees and the clouds.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get a signal.
Tracy is acting as the Statue of Liberty today. But this is just so flat and calm. What?
There's mile marker 125.
There is mile marker 125.
That's the first mile marker I've actually seen that had a sign on it.
Yes, I think you're right.
Did y'all hear that? Market. The time is 7:30 on like October. Is this the 5th?
6th.
Shit. Okay. October 6th.
What about it?
That you said I was right.
Oh, I say you're right all the time.
But you said it publicly.
I'll make sure I say it publicly all the time.
Oh wow. Bright light.
You want your sunglasses?
Not yet. Statute mile 125.
And that's neat that it shows up there too. So we're learning a lot about navigation. We're learning a lot about anchoring. We're learning a lot about using navionics. And we've learned a lot about the boat and its idiosyncrasies. And when something stops working, we don't panic.
Is it true what they say about people with lighter colored eyes are more sensitive to light?
Somebody comment on that. Let us know. Because I don't have my phone to do a quick Google search. We're using her phone for navigation. We're using mine for breakfast or coffee with Andy.
You expect breakfast now too?
Breakfast, prime rib tonight. I want the whole package.
Never mind. Next thing you know, you're going to be back.
Yes. Warm up that bed.
It is not or February 15th, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It didn't work for me February 15th either.
There might be a reason.
Come on. Okay, do you see these fish up here just jumping?
Yeah.
It's in that same spot.
Get your fishing rod.
I got it right here. Coffee and fishing with Andy.
Lord.
I'm determined I'm going to become a fisherman.
Well, you can be a fisherman. It doesn't mean you're going to catch anything.
I'm not going to be a catcherman. I'm determined I'm going to become a catcherman. My only fishing experience, it is mullet jumping up here.
Well, you don't want to catch that.
It could be red drum. Where are you going?
Let's get my glasses.
Okay.
Ow.
Mullet, for those of you that don't know, like to just jump. I don't know why, but we usually jump. It's like jump, splash, jump, splash, jump, splash. And they do it from little babies up to about a foot long. You can see them all up this canal. Like I'm just watching them jump in front of us. They usually will, I don't know if it's the same fish or a little school of them, and it really is about to get bright. Oh my goodness.
Bright light, bright light.
They'll jump in 3 little splashes together, and I'm gonna have to clean my glasses after this video is over. This is nasty. But the sky is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go. Prettier now, but I can't see it.
Much prettier than you can't see it.
Yeah.
So mullet jumped 3 times, and
Oh, is that what happens?
that's been my observation.
It's an alligator. Just kidding.
Maybe.
Is it a leaf? Yeah.
So what have you learned in the last 30, 45 days, sweetie? I mean, you haven't woke me up with a pillow over my face yet.
What? Why would I do that? I need you to fix the boat when it breaks.
And it's something all the time. Haley, don't stress out about that. Because it's just the nature. It's just like your house. I mean, the girls would, when they were younger, you'd come along and see that the little bing, bing doorstop would be off because they pulled it off, or the toilet wouldn't work right. We got the same things on the boat. It's not that big of a deal. We just have to learn to be self-sufficient. This is not self-sufficient, self-sufficient. Oh, that's pretty. Is that just reeds?
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. Shane, just above, Shane Martin, this is for you, just above mile marker 125 on the intercoastal waterway off the Pungo Alligator River Canal. At this time of morning, the reeds are reflecting perfectly in the...
That would be a pretty picture.
Oh, goodness.
And the water here is so black.
It is just black. Pulled up the anchor earlier, and the whole chain is covered in black fluff mud. Do you know what fluff mud is?
You're making me want a fluff mud porter, man.
Fluff mud is got its own scent, but the scent's different everywhere you go.
It smells like home.
It smells like home for Tracy. Yeah. What have you learned? We're meandering all over the place today. Not on a course. Our course is straight to Coinjock and Prime Rib at the Coinjock Marina.
I've learned that all my hair is falling out. I've learned that you don't use curling cream when you want your hair to stay straight for 2 days. I've learned that sometimes when you run from the hurricane, you put yourself in worse position than if you just stayed put for the damn hurricane that wasn't supposed to hit where you were anyways, but it did.
Wasn't supposed to hit neither place.
Right. And I felt like we were like making tracks and we were going to be far above anything. And we got it for 2 days and they got it for like 3 hours.
We got it for 2.5 days. We got it for 2 days, but we got beat up from the wind. And then after we left where we were protected, Ian went back out right off Virginia, chugged around
again.
and blew on us for a few hours.
I've learned that we need to take this boat out on a dead calm day and figure out how to get the mainsail straightened up because something ain't right.
And reefed. We need to get proficient at reefing.
You can actually see up there without the sun blazing in my face. Yeah, that's all like, yeah. I'll go up, or Michael. We'll get Michael to go up and look. Nothing's twisted, but...
I thought it was twisted yesterday, but it's not.
But those two lines shouldn't be touching each other up there.
We'll figure it out. What else have you learned about everyday boat life?
That everything has to have a place and everything needs to be in it. At all times. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay out of the sun and see the river.
Okay, the reeds here are just gorgeous.
I've learned that modern navigation equipment, even as defunct as some of ours is at this moment, is way better than what I had as a kid, which was nothing.
You had paper charts. It wasn't a chart book, was it? It was just charts.
Well, most of it was just charts, and then we moved to using the chart books, but I mean, they're expensive. They're expensive if you already own all of it in another form.
Right.
And I can't say I'm a huge fan of the chart books for getting a large picture of something because it's very visually confusing.
Go to FF on page, you're on page 17, you gotta go to FF on page 47B, subset A.
Why are we turning all of this up? See if it settles back out. I don't understand.
We've been on autopilot for over a mile going this dead true course, and all of a sudden,
Can you look at our track back there?
brrr,
And now we're turning back. Why? Why?
it's
Why?
okay. It'll all rectify itself. We'll figure it out.
I've learned that we're going to make it to Annapolis
We're gonna make it to Annapolis.
no matter what.
Annapolis or bust. Hadn't want to say that out loud though.
Yeah, because we definitely don't want to bust. I've learned that I don't think I've ever been here all of this before. Like, I don't know.
You think you're, because you were above here. I think we were looking at the logbooks because.
Well, I've definitely been up to the Chesapeake.
Right, but you didn't get picked up until the Chesapeake.
Right, and I always thought we went from Bermuda to Charleston and then we headed north, but when we went to Bermuda to Charleston, that's when I got hurt. And then I went back to school for that next school year.
How much you get hurt?
When I got run over by the dinghy.
Oh.
Because I went back to school right after that happened. So then I flew or got driven to the Chesapeake to get picked up, and then we headed north.
I had to get more coffee, folks. Hope you enjoyed.
You can't have coffee with
Andy.
Okay, Andy has no coffee.
It's growing on you, isn't it?
No.
So we did find proof in the logbooks. Tracy had her mishap right before going to the Rockville Regatta. That those of you that have been following us for a while, Rockville Regatta is a little regatta in Seabrook Island.
Well, yeah.
And it's Rockville Yacht Club.
I mean, Rockville is at the point of John's Island, and then Seabrook's around.
Up Bohicket Creek.
Yeah.
She got hurt right before Rockville.
On our way.
On your way to Rockville.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Stupid bridge was broken.
But the bridge was broken. She's in the hospital. Her parents went to Rockville.
Hey,
Got to go to Rockville.
you don't miss Rockville, man.
So this is just going to be our day today. Hopefully it'll be calm like this.
Is it a turtle? Is it a snake?
Maybe it's a little Loch
It's a
Ness that I
leaf.
saw last night going in. Oh, you mean right there coming up?
Yeah,
on
oh,
the
it was a
dock?
turtle. You see him when
Yep.
he went under?
Hopefully he gets out of the way.
Nah, he's fine. Is that a park over here, like wheat fields or something, and then that beautiful seawall? Is there a house? Oh, it's a
Yeah,
house. I
there's
see
a
it
house.
now. Yeah, this is cool. If you've never done the Pungo River,
Pungo Alligator River
it really
Canal.
reminds me a lot of that area we came through coming from Winya Bay up to,
From Georgetown.
yeah. Yeah.
This is just gorgeous. I had no clue any of this was around.
All right.
We're going to wrap up coffee with Andy and Tracy. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be able to report back on the prime rib from Coinjock.
Oh, I hope we make it.
We're going to make it.
You're going to get in the dinghy and go. I'll see you there. I'll go order. All right. Bye.
Bye.